Good day to all. My name is Eng Yi Hong, and I'm the leader of Team 1 of Nusantara project. My team and I would like to present about our project with the title Factors Affecting Job Stress Among Employees in Winchon Parts Private Limited Company.
Morning everyone, my name is Dylan. So today I'll talk about the background of the company. So in this research was conducted in the Binjing Park company. The company is a private company, and it was located in Penang, Malaysia. So the company was selling all kind of car spare part and uh, and aircon of the car. So the founder of the company was Ng King Huat. Ng King Huat. So he was an automotive engineer before he start the work. So there was 150 workers was in the company, including the sales management, finance teams, and marketing departments. All total is 150. So Binjai Park was a leading company. There are 6 competitors in the Penang. So during the MCO, Malaysia was in the Malaysia, Binjai the sales was dropped because they was unable to operate it. So the company, after the MCO, the company's sales was immediately increased by 30%.
Hi, my name is Song Han. I'm going to present the research idea. We choose this topic as our research idea is because this, from the feedback of the company, their main problem is the job stress among their employee. They have 3 effects of the work-related stress. One is reduce the quality of productivity. Second is high level of absentness. And the third is high level of turnover rate. The sales and marketing team, they have to find a solution to increase the sales when the MCO period, and the final team need to reduce the cost to make sure that the company is able to survive during the MCO period, and the logistic team had to make sure that the stock is always enough. They have afraid to infect by the COVID-19, so they have always need to wearing the mask and sanitize their hand when they are work. All of this will increase their job demand and will cause the employee stress. And the problem statement that the owners say that the employee is continually regressing their performance. After the MCO, company received absence letter and medical certificate from the employee because they work in the stressful environment. The working is new normal environment was one of the concern of the worker. The business operation can suffer a cumulative of costs such as medical reimbursement or compensation costs.
Hi everyone, my name is Wan Yong Hong, and for my part I'll be sharing what is the meaning of job stress, job demand, and job resources. Okay, according to the National Institute for Occupational Health and Safety, job stress is defining as a hurtful physical and enthusiastic reaction that will happen to the employee if the ability and the knowledge of the employee does not fulfill the minimum job requirement. And if the job stress is not handled well, it could lead to serious injury, maybe in physical or even mental form. But however, it could bring positive impact to the employee. Because it will stimulate the mental of the employee and motivate them to learn new aptitude for continuous self-improvement. And moving on to job demand. job demand is been defined as the degree of the quality and quantity of the job scope needed. And job demand can be in many forms as well. It can be reflected in many forms. It can be in physical, it can be in mental, and it could be in social behavioral form as well. So job demand is tend to be increased when extra exertion is needed for them to accomplishing their their usual work tasks. Like for instance, if an employer is asking their employee to work overtime for extra 2 hours, it is clearly show that there is an increase in job demand in physical forms. And now moving on to job resources. Job resources means that the attribute of the employee that might be useful in easing for them to accomplish their work tasks. Job resources might be in many forms, might be in their physiology form, and maybe in their mental form, maybe in their social behavioral, and even in authoritative parts of the employment. And if the employees lack of job resources, they might not be able to perform well in their daily work tasks. Like for instance, if the employees fall sick, then they are not able to perform well in their task, in their job. It is because there are lack of resources from their physical and mental, because they are tired, they cannot focus at their work. So it is a form of lack of job resources in physical and mental form. So now I will be passing the presentation to my group mate, which is Jing Feng.
Hi, my name is Choi Jin Feng and I come from University Science Malaysia. Now I would like to present about relationship between job demand and job stress. First of all, job demands are usually related to affecting job stress in employees. Besides, job demand also increased labor's physiological and mental assets are progressively depleted. Next, job demand cause negative work result if enough essential assets of people are not accessible. So we can do a hypothesis that state about job demand has positive relationship with job stress. Next, I would like to talk about relationship between job resources and job stress. First of all, job resources lead to low commitment and positive result. Besides, human health experts demonstrate that job resource lead to commitment and extra job execution. In any case, when organizations do not give or reward employees with job resources, the drawn-out result is withdrawal from work and diminished inspiration and responsibility. So we can make a hypothesis that job resources has negative relationship with job stress.
Hi, I am Lunchai from USM. I will present about research methodology. Face-to-face interviews are not allowed due to COVID-19, so we choose Google Form as our online questionnaire. The reason why we choose Google Form because Google Form is a free online platform. It is accessible for everyone. What they require are internet and mobile phone. Just click the provided link and answer accordingly. We use quantitative research and primary data. Primary data just to as our online questionnaire, which is Google Form. The responder rate is 36 because we share the link to 100 employee and only have 36 employee responder.
Next, I'll be presenting on the results of our research. I will first begin with measurement model. For the measurement model, the loadings, average variance extracted, AVE, and composite reliability CR were evaluated by us. For the loadings value, it should be more than or equal to 0.5. The AVE should be more than or equal to 0.5, and the CR should be more than or equal to 0.7. And this table shows the measurement model of our research. As stated in the table, all the AVEs were more than 0.5 and all the CR were more than 0.7. The loadings were also acceptable as there only one loadings was lower than 0.708. Then, we examine on the discriminant validity using the HTMT criterion. This table shows the discriminant validity, which is HTMT of our research. For the stricter criterion, the HTMT values are best to be less than or equal to 0.85, while the more lenient criterion, the HTMT values should be less than or equal to 0.9. As stated in the table, we found that all the HTMT values were lower than the stricter criterion of less than or equal to 0.85. Thus, this study can conclude that the three constructs were non-identical, and it can be concluded that both the measurement models are valid and reliable. Next, move on to hypothesis testing direct effects. This table summarizes the criterion used for testing the hypothesis created. The effect of the two predictors on job stress was first evaluated. The R-square was 0.638. It means that all the two predictors described 63.8% of the variance of the job stress. According to the table, the standard beta of the job demands was 0.510 and the p-value was lower than 0.05. And the standard beta for the job resources was negative 0.432 and the p-value for it was also lower than 0.05. This showed that the job demands and job resources were both significantly related to the job stress. Thus, H1 and H2 were supported. That is all for my part. I'll pass to Yi-Hong.
In conclusion, the main aim of our study is to assess the impact of job demand and job resources on job stress. The hypothesis 1 is supported as this study shows that there is a significant positive relationship with job stress. The high level of job demand in Binchon Parts Private Limited Company is the factor that affecting the job stress among the employees in the company. Thus, the company is recommended to assign reasonable job demand to the employees based on their position and profile. Besides that, hypothesis 2 is supported as the job resources have a significant negative relationship with job stress. Lacking of job resources in Binchon Parts Private Limited Company can contribute to the job stress among the employees, which is shown by the significant negative relationship between job stress and job resources. Binchon Parts is suggested to invest in technology to automate some critical processes, and this could also help to reduce the job stress among the employees. Besides that, hypothesis 2 is supported as the job resources have a significant negative relationship with job stress. Lacking of job resources in Binchon Parts Private Limited Company can contribute to job stress among the employees, which is shown by the significant negative relationship between the job resources and job stress. Binchon Parts is suggested to invest in technology to automate some critical processes, and this could also help to reduce the job stress among the employees in the company. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you.